Welcome back, and it's welcome back to me. I've just come back from Iceland, the land of fire and ice and the aurora. And I was there with Ben Bush, the award-winning astrophotographer, Tom Kay, a press photographer, and Mark Box, who has a Humans of Cambridge account on Instagram. Check them out. And we did a road trip from Reykjavik all the way up to Hoffen, and did Vik and all the other sites of the South Island. And here's basically a vlog of my trip flying with Icelandair and travelling with the guys in a van that we hired right across the south part of the island, seeing all that we saw. And here's a few video snips and also some photographs at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Well, part of my journey, I got into the Aspire Lounge at Manchester Airport, which is part of my business class with Icelandair. You get a good view of the runway, of the terminals, and because Storm Eowyn was on that day, even the tunnel that you walked down, the bridge was shaking, even the plane was shaking at some parts. And you can see from these pictures as the planes are coming in, they're struggling to keep right there. So a bit of a challenging takeoff. We thought the flight was going to be delayed. It was delayed by an hour, but not too bad. And then we were able to get off on our way to Iceland once we got clearance from the control tower at Manchester Airport. I was in 1A, so right at the front, window seat, and nice comfy seats. This was the lunch that they brought around. Nice starter, some nice bread and some peri peri chicken with apple cake with whipped cream, very tasty. And yeah, you can get any soft drink or any alcoholic drink that you like. You get a set of headphones as well to listen to some music or to watch a film. This was us coming into Keflavik. It's only a 2 and a bit hour journey, 2 hours and 30 minutes going there. Going back it's 2 hours and 5. The journey from the gate where we docked in to security, passport and baggage is a bit of a walk. But welcome to Iceland, and we're here. You're really excited. Get me bag and let's go. And because you're on business class in Iceland, your baggage comes off first. Well, we've arrived in Iceland, and Ben's picked us up, and we've just been welcomed with this sunset. Absolutely stunning. On the next day, we spotted these horses by the side of the road. They were so cute. Got some really nice photographs of them. And we stopped off at Seljalandsfoss, a bit of a quick break. We eventually got to Vik, and the snow was deep, and this is just a snowplow just trying to clear all the roads around Vik, near Diamond Beach. Lovely little town. It's grown very much over the last 20 years. This is our little van and our road trip on the next morning to get a sunrise, and what a sunrise we got. This is a lava field just off the main ring road. I'm not going to say where it is because it's just such a stunning location. And yeah, just down this little road off the main circle road, stunning. And then off we went towards Hoffen. You can see the drifts going across the road. It was okay the majority of the week, but getting to the end of the week, it was pretty awful where we got stranded near Kirkefell. Some landscapes and some glaciers that you can see in the distance, and just looking out the window was awesome. It was always something different to see, even though you were on a straight road around the island. Eventually got to the Glacier Lagoon, and they just amaze me. Just every time I look at these shapes, there's always something different to shoot, and had to get my drone up to get a bird's eye view, and what a view it was. And then we had a look around here, and then we went to Diamond Beach for sunset, and everywhere you look there's a piece of ice, and you think, oh, is that a good composition? There was just stacks and stacks of compositions, and it was which one to go for. We just made our way up the beach away from the crowds. There there was just four of us, four photographers, just taking pieces of ice, and eventually the sun finally set and there was no more light. But just lovely pieces of ice, and get some nice long exposures that you can see at the end of this video. This is Estrahorn, past Vestrahorn, another 20 minutes past it. Amazing sunrise, pastel colours in the air, the waves crashing onto the rocks, the lighthouse, and then it was back onto the road, and we went to Vestrahorn for late morning. It was about 11 o'clock, and got some nice reflections in the reflection pools. But every time you look out the window, there's just always something, whether you see a church or whether you see more horses or even reindeer. Iceland's just an amazing country. Here's those reflections on the beach of Vestrahorn, covered in snow, and some of these amazing patterns in the frozen sand with a dusting of snow. These deltas just really intrigue me. I've seen a couple of photographs from Sophie Carr on X and Blue Sky. She's an amazing photographer. She takes these pictures of these deltas, and I wanted to try and capture some of the deltas that were in Iceland. And this is the waterfall next to Skogafoss. Can't remember the name of it. But here's Sword Bridge on the way to Kirkjufell, and we didn't actually get any pictures of Kirkjufell because the weather was so bad, but this is the best bit. This is our hostel that we stayed in past Kirkjufell on the peninsula of Snæfellsnes, and these winds were horrendous. You could go to Iceland. Yeah, it's a bit windy. So this is the morning we set off back to Reykjavik. There was no way that we were going to be able to stop at Kirkjufell. This was the road setting off. It gradually got worse and worse. Then we got stuck, and then we had to be rescued, and we came back to this service station, and the wind just was howling all day, and we didn't set off till 3 in the afternoon when the wind had died down. This is the harbour. And back on the road to Reykjavik, following this tour guide and just taking it nice and slow. Really sad that I didn't actually get any pictures of Kirkjufell, but it was all clouded in, and the previous night we couldn't get there, and the roads was just so bad in the morning. We couldn't get the aurora there, but another time. Last night we stayed in Reykjavik in a hostel, got to see the church and a bit of a look around, and also got to see the aurora on the final night, so I was well pleased. Back on the plane, back to Manchester, on the runway, and back home for an amazing trip and an unforgettable experience. Lots of memories, lots of photographs, over 2,000 photographs, and you'll see a selection at the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Massive shout out to Hire a Camera, who loaned me their 70-200 Sony GM lens, which is absolutely amazing. And even though the landscape of Iceland dictates a wide angle lens, for those horses and for those landscapes that are just a bit that further away, that you want to get the detail and you want to zoom in onto that particular rock or that particular horse, I've got some shots at the end of this video that shows the quality and the capability of the 70-200. I recommend Hire a Camera, brilliant company and a fantastic customer service as well.